Hello, Divine Collective. It is Kayla, also known as the Divine Healer, okay? And today, I want to talk about abundance. And of course, I'm going to tell you how to receive abundance in your life, but also I want to switch your perspective on abundance because I feel like we all have this general understanding of what exactly abundance is, but that's not what it is. Okay, but before I get into it, make sure that you like the video, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, because if you are here, that means that you are ready for a change. That means that you are tired of being tired. What you've been doing may have not been working, or at least to the extent that you wanted to, and you are ready for the life that you deserve. Okay, that's what I'm trying to get to. Okay, that's what we're all trying to get to. So I'm here to help you along on your journey, and we're helping each other. Okay, so make sure you subscribe and see all the different videos I be posting, because it's a mix of different things. Okay, it's not just about manifesting and all of that. It's also about psychology. I got my bachelor's in psychology. It's just I'm getting a master's in education. So it's like it's very broad of what exactly I'm showing and teaching about, but also like it's very valuable. Okay, and if you could see me do it, you can do it. Okay. But today I want to talk about abundance. And for a second, I want you to think about what exactly is abundance. I feel like Dora over here. But abundance, you probably said money. Okay, that's what 99.9% of people think what abundance is. Abundance is not all about money. And that's what I wanted to shift your perspective on, right? So I have the definition of abundance, right? So abundance refers to a large, plentiful quality or an overflow supply of something. Doesn't necessarily mean money, right? It means having more than enough to meet one's needs or desires, right? So the general use of it is, and this is according to Google, okay? And it says a great amount or wealth of resources. Okay, so it has wealth, but it says wealth of resources. Okay, opportunities or qualities. Okay, so and then the mindset and philosophy of it is the feeling of having plenty in life, right? Such as love, joy, or prosperity, regardless of material wealth. Nowhere in there did it say that it is money, 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 money. Okay, so that's why I wanted to shift our perspective to on abundance, because abundance doesn't always equate to money. And when we have that perspective that abundance is equated to money, then it's hard for us to see the abundance in our life. It's hard for us to be grateful for our life and what we have in our life, because we're so busy focused on money, 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 money. And honestly, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. The way that this system is, America, all the different, we have to pay for this, pay for this, pay for that, pay for that. You know what I mean? Everything really is about money. But when you think about the spiritual, when you move into the spiritual too as well, like it's not always about that. But of course, you need to be in the spiritual and grounded in reality. So it's like a weird in between. Okay. But yes, abundance is literally an overflow supply of something. Okay. So abundance doesn't always equate to specifically money. So I want us to shift our mindset out of that. And then also, like, once you get off this video too as well, I want you to think of things in your life that is abundant, right? And it doesn't have to be completely like plentiful of everything. You know what I mean? But what are some abundance things in your life? What are some things that you're grateful for? You got a place to stay. Maybe somebody lets you stay there for free. Maybe somebody's taking care of your kid for free. Maybe somebody's doing this. Maybe somebody's doing that. Maybe somebody lets you use their car so you can go do this and go do, you know what I mean? That is abundance. That is bringing you joy, right? That's bringing you prosperity, right? It's bringing you fulfillment, is bringing you peace too as well, because I'm taken care of. This is handled. You know what I mean? So I wanted to shift our perspective on what exactly abundance is. Now, when it comes to trying to bring abundance into our lives, okay, you really have to be delusional. That's the best way that I could explain it. You really have to be delusional. Like, nobody can tell you nothing about you other than you, okay? And we wonder how Kanye West did it. Okay. Some people, yes, they do say he's crazy or whatever, but at the end of the day, his mama told him he's the best thing since sliced bread. He can do anything that he puts his mind to. And guess what? He became the artist, the producer. He made the beats. He did everything. He did everything. Everything that he said he was going to do, he did. And when he said that he was going to do it, or when he said that he was going, when he said he was going to do it, nobody believed him. Nobody believed him until he did it. And a lot of times we feel the need to need confirmation from people, from external things. But no, you don't need any confirmation other than yourself, okay? You know you, and you know what you want, and you need to go after what you want, okay? But sitting there, laying in bed, scrolling on social media is not going to get you the abundant life that you want, okay? So I talk about it in other videos too as well, but I'm going to explain it here. When it comes to meditating, meditating is so important. It is so important. And you don't realize how important it is until you start doing it, until you really start practicing it, right? It's just like with the gym. You don't know how much you like the gym and working out until you start going to the gym and working out. Okay? That's how you see them people in there for 4 or 5 days that be going 7 days a week. You know what I mean? Literally because they like the way it makes them feel. Like they tried something, they did it, and now they're consistent in it and they love it. Okay? It could be the same thing for meditating too as well, but you have to open up your mind to it. And it takes time. Like if you start going to the gym and you start working out, are you going to be all muscular and buff? Is that booty going to be bootying after 1 session? No. Maybe after 2? No. Maybe after 3? Yeah, you're going to have a little plumpness back there, okay? But you have to continue to work and build on that muscle. It's the same thing when it comes to meditating. So if you just meditate for like 2 minutes, then you up it to 3 minutes, then you up it to 4 minutes, then okay. And I talked about it in my previous video that I had posted, how I got into how I got into meditating and how it's been going throughout my journey too as well. So please, please, please go watch that video. Please, please, please go watch that video too as well, because it definitely coincides with this one. But meditating is a number one way to attract abundance into your life, because your perception of life creates your life, right? So if I think life is hard and life is difficult, what is life going to be? You know what I mean? Like it's that simple. It's that simple. So that's why we have to retrain our minds. And a lot of times we don't realize that certain situations that happen in our childhood and even adulthood has molded us into this person. And we're like, well, this is us. No, that's not you. That's who you're choosing to be. You can choose to be somebody else. You weren't that person before that situation happened to you and altered you, right? So you can go back to how you were before, not specifically the same because you always went through, or you already went through that experience, but you can come out a different version of yourself, a better version of yourself. We should always be growing and evolving. You should never be the same person that you were yesterday. Okay? And also you should surround yourself with people too as well that are trying to work on themselves and trying to build themselves up. Now, is everybody and their mama around you going to be trying to work on themselves? No. And that's okay. Is it your job to force them to work on themselves? No. No, it is not our jobs to project onto other people. Like at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you. And when you work on you, literally everything around you changes. People start to notice like, hey, she's not as angry, or hey, this doesn't bother her. Hey, she's letting this roll off. What are you doing? You know, allow yourself to be the example. Allow yourself to show and push people to want to try because it's working for you, which is also hence why I'm doing this YouTube. Okay. So abundance is not always about money, okay? And when you are meditating, right, how you can use meditation to bring in abundance is by switching your mindset. So think about something that you have been wanting, right? So say you want to go on a yacht, okay? Manifest going on a yacht by literally visualizing it. Visualize it, okay? Go look at boats. You know what I mean? Go to a port and look at different boats. You know what I mean? Or even look at them online. At the end, you have to build it up in your mind that this is something that you deserve and something that you will receive. The power of knowing is so strong. Whatever you know, that is what is going to be created. And a lot of times people don't understand how we have built our subconscious mind, like the thoughts that just pop into our heads that literally create our reality. But we have to rewire our subconscious mind by using our conscious mind, okay? So your conscious mind, the little voice that you're talking to yourself in, being like, oh, she's so right. You know what I'm saying? But literally, you have to use that mind to change this mind, okay? So at the end of the day, I'm telling myself I'm the best thing since sliced bread, okay? I'm one with a tremendous amount of money. The more I relax, the more I receive, okay? What's another one? I'm in the time of my highest good, deepest desires and ultimate fulfillment, okay? And the more that you say these things, the more that you put images with it too as well, the more you know, the more you become, the more you are, because that is you. You're working towards becoming that person, so that is you. You get what I'm saying? Literally, like that's how you align to the person that you want to be. It's not like, oh, boop, and then you shift into another, like, no, like literally it starts up here. It starts up here and then up here projects out here. So that's why we have to be so careful in what we're saying to ourselves and what we're doing to ourselves. And like the people that we have around us, like people that are planting seeds. And I don't know if I made a YouTube video about it. Maybe I need to, but talking about planting seeds, because people can say something and then that seed is in the soil. And you have the choice of whether or not you're going to water it or not. Your conscious mind may not water it, but guess what will? Your subconscious. So if somebody says, Kayla, your locks are ugly, and somehow in the back of my mind, I didn't love my locks, then that seed, the subconscious mind in my mind, in the back of my mind, is going to feed that. And then I'm going to be like, oh, why do they look like this today? Or da, da, da. Like literally it feeds into it. So you may not specifically be doing it with your conscious mind, but your subconscious mind is feeding off what your conscious mind has been telling it. Okay. And that's why it is so important. It is so important. Okay. So I definitely recommend, I will always recommend reading Dr. Joe Dispenza's book called Becoming Supernatural. Literally, it teaches you how to use, I forgot what it's called, your cerebral fluid. I don't know. I'm not going to go into it because first you got to start meditating before we go into like deep meditations. But when I say I have seen my future, I have seen certain things while I'm meditating, and it's like, I know I'm going to have it because that's me. That's me. But literally, your brain doesn't know the difference in between what's real and what's not real. It only goes based upon the emotions that you carry with it. Okay. And then once you continue to work that muscle, right? Once I continue to do this visualization multiple times, my body and time will eventually find it. Okay. Because this is what I created. Okay. And Dr. Joe Dispenza explains it way better. That's why I'm saying I'm telling you, okay? So I encourage you, this is your little homework, and no pressure. At the end of the day, you do it when you feel like you are compelled to do it, okay? Don't think, oh, I need to meditate today, but try, okay? And it definitely works too, doing a guided meditation. If you've never meditated, like say you don't want to sit with your thoughts, okay? I understand, because first we need to work on clearing our thoughts in order to bring in what we want to visualize too as well. So practice clearing your thoughts. Then practice visualizing things. Some people have trouble making things in their mind, which is okay, but you have to practice it. It's just like building a muscle. It's just like getting a degree. Like you have to learn what you got to learn in order to obtain the degree. You know, you can't just be a nurse and not know how to take no vitals. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the same thing comes when it comes to you, not just when it comes to money. Okay. So you can have an abundant life. You will have an abundant life. That's why you're sitting here watching this video. And that's why you made it to the end, because this life wants you to have it. You want you to have it, but you can't be in your own way. Future you already knows it's coming, okay? But you now needs to believe it and start making inspired action towards it, okay? And that's something that I'm learning too. Like at the end of the day, yes, I want these things to come in, but I can't just, all right, no, I'm just gonna wait. No, I need to go out there. I need to put myself in situations where this can be exposed to me. But if I'm in the house all the time, how do you think anything's gonna happen or anything's gonna come? You know, so you have to take inspired action with what you want to do. Okay. Take a little risk. Okay. Risk it for the biscuit. Okay. You never really know. You never know how it's going to turn out. But regardless, you're going to either learn or you're going to grow. And your brain, regardless, is going to continue to expand because these are new possibilities that you never even thought of. Okay. In your conscious mind. Okay. But it's already yours. And that's what you need to tell yourself. It's already mine. It's already mine. It's already mine. The life I desire is already mine. The life I desire is already mine. The life I desire is already mine. Because guess what? It's already yours. It is. And that I can promise you. Okay? But you have to put in the work too as well. Just how you put in the work, you know that check's going to come. If you put in the work for yourself, it's going to pay off. Okay? But it's not made to be easy. It's not made to be where anybody can just do it like this. Okay? Same thing with the degree. You know, not everybody can just become a doctor just by getting a bachelor's degree. No, you have to go to grad school. You have to go to med school. Like there's steps to it. Okay. So let's not try to take no shortcuts. Okay. And also enjoy the journey too as well. Enjoy the journey of you getting there, because if you're such in a rush to get to this part of your life, once you get to that part of the life, you're going to look back and be like, dang, 10 years is gone. You know what I mean? Like, so just enjoy the moment, enjoy the journey, and realize and know that it's going to come. So I'm just going to enjoy the ride while I'm here. Okay. So make sure that you like the video, subscribe, also comment too as well. I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear what you're thinking, what you're feeling. So please let me know, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye y'all.